All right, here we are. We're going to do this week's book posts, the random books that I grab and post on our social media. Some of these are from a couple weeks ago, but I forgot them in the last one. So, first up, we got this Unbalanced Acts. Jeff Rains. Terror stalks the street as city's finest battles a nation's nightmare. Says, let's see. The words were written in blood on a wall of the New York State prison for the criminally insane. 3 guards were dead and a dozen of America's most vicious psychopaths were free once again to prey on an unsuspecting metropolis. In less than 24 hours, the city of New York would be devastated by a terrifying explosion of human slaughter as Captain Michael Kelly and Sergeant Thomas Kane of NYPD's elite anti-terrorist action command follow the trail of a dead man into the fetid, twisted heart of unspeakable urban terror. It's from 1990, Unbalanced Acts, Jeff Rains. Excellent cover there. Up next is this 1988, The Wrath by David Robbins. Someone wrote me on Facebook, and because this is pictured on our blog in the background, and they wanted to know what book it was. So I thought I'd just post it so everyone could see it. Curse the Pharaohs. From the silent tombs of the Pharaohs it came, infecting the world with an insidious disease more terrifying than the Black Plague. The vile infection transformed those it touched into savage, demented beasts. But the victims of this ancient curse did not die. They overran the earth, thriving on the meat of the healthy. Survivors had 2 options: contract the hideous sickness or meet a violent death in the rabid jaws of an inhuman killer. So it kind of looks like a werewolf meets Egyptian curse. I posted this in the horror retro 80s horror paperback group on Facebook, and someone commented that they read it and they said it was great. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know, might have to read that one. I read his other book, Spook Night, one of the Halloween ones, and I wasn't too impressed. Up next is this 1979 Robert Adams, Castaways in Time. Guys in a Jeep in old England times. Oh man, that's a lot. I'm not going to read all that, but I mean, I think everyone gets the gist. It's people from current day transported back to old time England. Up next is this 1962 spy espionage, Secret Hong Kong, Franklin M. Davis Jr. What's up with that? It's also a lot of text. I don't know. The hotspot, Hong Kong, a bustling, crowded, colorful city only yards away from the menacing mass of the Red China. Center of intrigue, espionage, and desperate action, and a place where a man who isn't too choosy can get rich or dead fast. Quinn Leland wasn't choosy, embittered by his dismal from government dismissal. Quinn Leland wasn't choosy. Embittered by his dismissal from government service, he was ready for anything, and jumped at the job of kidnapping a famous atomic scientist from the Red Chinese, for a good fee. But when a beautiful, vicious girl of the Hong Kong streets and a giant hatchet man from the Tongs dealt themselves in, Leland knew the job had turned deadly, and that it was too late to back out. I love some Cold War spy thriller. The hokier the better. Up next is this 1987 novelization of Spaceballs. Spaceballs the book. It's a point fiction. So it's for kids, young adult. It's written by Jovial Bob Stein, who is R.L. Stein. I think I started reading this and it was really bad. That kind of humor just doesn't go. Let's see what it says. Spaceballs, the nastiest beings in the universe, have decided to kidnap the beautiful Princess Vespa, but she's already run off from her wedding and is speeding away in a Mercedes space coupe, accompanied by her robot Dot Matrix. Meanwhile, our hero Lone Star, threatened by terrible Pizza the Hut, is flying his Winnebago as far away as possible. Will the wicked Spaceballs, led by dreadful Dark Helmet and Colonel Sanders, seize the princess, or will Lone Star and his friends save the princess from a fate worse than death? Great movie. But, yeah, the book, I don't know. It was funny. I couldn't pass it up. I think it was like $2 or something. Up next is this 1992 Otherworld, Kenneth C. Flint. It says it's a dark fantasy novel. Government agent Robert Cassidy is a cynic and a realist who believes in what he can touch and see and nothing else, until he is touched by the bizarre, savage murder of his closest friend, Philip Buckley, until he sees the lengths to which someone will go to stop Buckley's research into a massive wave of mindless violence, outbreaks of satanic and occult sacrifice on a global scale. As Cassidy seeks answers in the mystery of his friend's death, the clues lead to a startling revelation. A vast cataclysm is brewing in the secret pockets of the universe. Dark forces of the underworld are poised for the far side of electromagnetic portals from their world into ours, gathering a crushing invasion force. Now Cassidy is forced to plunge over the brink of known reality to battle the others in their own shadow realm. With only cult and Kabbalah, he must locate and destroy an ancient web of malevolence, the mystical grid of ultimate power traced by unknown hands into the very bedrock of our planet. If Cassidy falls in the final confrontation, a demonic race will erect a cruel new order where man is master no more. Sounds cool. Love the occult, love evil, love demons. This is the big hit. Vicious Wench from 1962. Who was it written by? I can't see it. It's not important. This is Sleaze that I found at a half-price books in Arizona. I wish it said how much it was, but half-price books doesn't write it in there. Well, so let's see what Vicious Wench is about. She was ruthless in every way. I wondered if I would be treated to the passion of her body before she attempted to murder me. So there you go. There's the premise. It's another Merit book original for men. That's great. She's a vicious wench. I'm sure she's a nice person, though. Very cool artwork. So yeah, that's it for this week, whatever time frame I said it was going to be. It is random. So follow us on those social media sites to hear more witty commentary and cool books.